Life gets dark, it's like you're moving in slow motion, and the world outside makes you question every notion. Each day feels just like the last, and you can't remember the last time you laughed. You try to speak your heart, but no one understands. Nobody's there to lend a helping hand. Friends can't find no encouraging words, and you're starting to forget the small voice you heard. You gotta know it for yourself. Oh, know it for yourself. Oh, you gotta know it for yourself. Oh, know it for yourself. Oh, oh, oh. Off to school, boy, you work so hard, but now you graduated and there's no jobs. Things done changed, it's the wild, wild west. There's no teacher, you gotta teach yourself. Times is hard and skies are gray. Still getting phone calls from Sally Mae. Used to dream of touching the sky. Now I don't even remember why. You gotta know it for yourself. Oh, know it for yourself. Oh, you gotta know it for yourself. Oh, know it for yourself. Oh, when you're fed up, you wanna say fuck it all. Keep your head up, keep marching tall. Know for yourself, for yourself. Know for yourself, for yourself. You got to know. For yourself, oh, know it for yourself, oh, you've got to know it for yourself. You gotta know it for yourself, oh, know it for yourself, oh. All right, this song is called Squares, and it is about Instagram. just like my phone, signal everywhere I roam. Its battery never runs low. I call them friends, these lives I see, smiling strangers on my feed with their marriages and gym selfies. Yeah, they're always so happy, yeah. Maybe they're just like me, tired of the fantasy. Well, I'm not one of the squares, I just won't fit in there, 'cause I'm tumbling through this dream of cyber reality. Well, I'm not one of the squares, I just won't fit in there. I snap a few dicks in the mirror and try to find the perfect filter, how to show all of my teeth. Still I never could compete with all these shirtless tatted freaks who I'll probably never meet. Oh, see, there's the irony, or is it simple jealousy? Yeah, or maybe they're just like me, tired of the fantasy. Well, I'm not one of the squares, I just won't fit in there, 'cause I'm tumbling through this dream of cyber reality. Well, I'm not one of the squares, I just won't fit in there. Do you ever feel like the only one? Hungry eyes and itching thumbs. Oh, ain't it crazy, this what we've become? 1,000 friends but no real fun. Or maybe they'll get like me, forget this fantasy. Well, I'm not one of the squares, I just won't fit in there, 'cause I'm toppling through this dream of cyber reality. Well, I'm not one of the squares, I just won't fit in there. Just won't fit in there. I grew up in Hanover County. I went to Atlee High School. We had the best band director in the whole world. His name was Matthew McCutcheon. And I think his greatest strength was just being able to say, hey, I don't know. And he was always willing to try to find out. Because he even let me teach some jazz band classes because that was my strength, and even early on, that was my strength, was like the jazz band. So it was a cool thing, and I love him to this day. Yeah, I love writing about the internet and the way we use the internet, because I feel like no one really writes about that, songs about that, but it's like such a big part of our lives. But no one's really found a way to write about that in an elegant way. So I've written a lot of songs about like the internet, like online dating, and like just all the different types of stuff. Yeah. So I just love, because before music was even in the picture, my first ambition was to be a writer, and I just figured that I didn't know as much about writing as I needed to know to do that successfully. About the world. I feel like you need to know so much about the world to be a writer and to be able to write fiction, especially, and nonfiction, but you have to be able to imagine or to know so many different kinds of things. And that kind of thing is the same thing I'm ending up doing in my songwriting. Teaching, it's growing on me. I've always said that I didn't want to do teaching just to make money or because I couldn't, make it as a musician. I wanted to teach because it was my passion and because it's something I really wanted to do. And the COVID situation and not being able to gig as much kind of has forced me a bit into down that lane a bit more. And I enjoy it. I really do like it. I enjoy motivating kids and like showing them that the piano is something that they can explore, giving them some more agency when it comes to the piano. Like, you don't have to just like look at a book. You can touch the piano and explore the sounds on your own. You know what I mean? And that's kind of my biggest gift, I think, to my students. Me, I just want to continue recording. And I think first on my list of things to do right now is just to find my audience, really. Because I know there is an audience for this kind of, I don't want to say it's a genre, but this music I'm making, I know there's like an audience for it, and I just want to find that audience. So thank you for this opportunity, and hopefully this will be something towards that end.
Great. How have you stayed creative during COVID?
So actually all the songs we did today were songs, besides like 2, like 5 of those songs were written during COVID. So just writing, and that first song, man, the first song of that line of that song says, "When your path gets dark, feels like you're moving in slow motion," and that is what this time has felt like. So, yeah, but I've just been writing, yeah.
This song is called Visa. It's for the broke lovers, and it starts off with our bass player, Carol Ellis. Many things that money cannot buy. And that's good, really good. Good because it's so hard to come by. I'm out here with a sack full of dreams, a mattress that squeaks and not much to call my own. I'm so sad when you leave me for work, but I got something for you when you get home. And it ain't no Visa, MasterCard, American Express, but I'm the one who loves you better than the rest. Your pleasure's my full-time occupation, and the job that comes with perks. They hear you upstairs, downstairs. When I put in work, I make it go. Ba-ya-ba-da-boom-boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba, it's the way you make me feel. I just want to get along, sing my song and let these haters know. You see, you believe, set me free and give me space to grow. Every song is an ode to ya. When we fight, I sing the blues in my room alone. When we make up, it's more than good sex. It's a spiritual vibe when I hear you moan. I ain't got no Visa, MasterCard, American Express, but I'm the one who loves you better than the rest. Your pleasure's my full-time occupation, and the job that comes with perks. They hear you upstairs, downstairs. When I put in work, I make it go. Ba-ya-ba-da-boom-boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba-da-boom-boy-ya-ya. It's the way you make me feel. Ba-ya-ba-da-boom-boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba, it's the way you make me me feel like a holiday, like a child at play, like a man who can conquer anything, like I'm growing up, not just old, like I got silver and gold. Watch all my secrets unfold when you make me go. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. It's the way you make me feel. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba, it's the way you make me feel. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. It's the way you make me feel. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba, it's the way you make me feel. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. It's the way you make me feel. Ba-ya-ba-dum, boy-ya-ya. Ba-ya-ba, it's the way you make me feel. Feel, 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 feel. It's the way you make me feel like a holiday, like a child at play, like a man who can conquer anything, like I'm growing up, not just old, like I got silver and gold. Watch all my secrets unfold when you make me go. Tell me how it makes you. Tell me how it makes you. Tell me how it makes you. Tell me how it makes you feel. Just like the leaves falling, golden brown, right in the breeze, dancing on their way down. Crush me with your steps and your questions about where to go. Life can be so frightening, but now I know that I'm going back. I'm going back, going back. I'm going back, going back into the all and all. I'm going back, going back. I'm going back, going back into the all and all. I am the sweat falling. I sting your eyes. I am the thirst calling. When you've tried, I am a drop in the ocean. I'm deep and wide. I am the rain that finds the sea. I'm the tear you cry, and I'm going back. I'm going back, going back. I'm going back, going back into the all and all. I'm going back, going back. I'm going back, going back into
So I met Calvin years ago at First African Baptist Church. So we knew each other as kids, singing in the choir, and we didn't know each other well. It wasn't until later on, band I played in, he was playing keys. He was like already a killing jazz player at 16. I was 19, and then he came and sat in. We didn't have a bass player. So he came and sat in, and we did 2 keyboard players. I was playing keys at the time. And I was trying to show him one of the songs, and he said, yeah, like this? And he played this craziness, and I said, oh. And he was one of the first people that humbled me on keyboards. So we've always had like a distant relationship. And then when he moved back to Richmond, we saw each other out at a gig, and he was like, hey man, you still playing? And I was like, yeah. And he said, yeah, I have some music I want to, try out and bounce off of you. And I said, all right, yeah, I'm open. And from that point, that was about 3-4 years ago, and we've just been rocking. So I played keyboards growing up. Really started taking it seriously in middle school, and around age 21, I was gigging a lot. Had a liking for bass, and I think somebody gifted me a bass, and I said, well, I have it, I have to learn how to play it. I promised that person I would learn how to play it, and so I just kept working on it, and I'm still working on it, still trying to figure it all out right now. But so far it's just been fun, and I still play keyboards, but the irony was like I wanted to be a bass player. And then over time, that's like what people know me as. People forget that I actually play keyboards, and I'm also very much at home on the piano. So music is it's an expression of you. You never really, I mean, I guess talking, you get to express yourself, but it's just another form of expression that you can make people feel the way you feel, or just feel something from what you're creating. So it's a combination of creativity, communication, and then of course harmony is just it's so freeing, and it's also satisfying when you've been working so hard on your craft, and then you have that satisfaction in knowing that you figured it out. You figured out how to play that line, that lick, or whatever it was. Or you wrote that song and you had a melody in your head and you put the chords and you produced the track, or whatever it is. It's like a puzzle, and you're just getting that dopamine every time you do it. So yeah, I love music. Post-COVID, I just like to see people being healthy, shows, live music coming back, live shows, being able to shake people's hands and give people hugs on a day-to-day basis, not having to wear a mask everywhere. Like, I just get back to normal, and as far as how that relates to music, just the stuff it really shows what we take for granted. COVID has really shown what we take for granted. I remember right when the pandemic started, one of the last shows I played was at a venue called the Hoff, the Dark Room at the Hoff down in Scott's Addition in Richmond. And Calvin was putting on an open mic. So we were the house band that night, and I just remember, like, it was the week that they announced it was in the country. And so everyone was kind of paranoid, but then like halfway through the night, everybody's like, the vibe was just so good, and you couldn't help but just do this and do this whenever you saw people and finish playing with people. And going from that point, everyone was like, okay, no, we can't do that anymore. So, but it was, that was one of the last good shows that, I got to feel all of that.
This song is called Free My Mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Broke, but I can't let it break me. I don't fit in, but I'm tired of so hard to find. Meet me on the other side. I may be young, but I'm not blind. So much shit to leave behind. Meet me on the other side. Let's go! I don't really look like a model. I'm not the one who you should follow. I'm that child that won't behave. I sit back and look at the mess I made. I feel the time slipping away, caught in the grind, locked in the cage. No land inside, lost out at sea. Feel all the rage wash over me. I just wanna free my mind. Happiness so hard to find. Meet me on the other side. I may be young, but I'm not blind. So much shit to leave behind. Meet me on the other side. Let's go! Options bad and few. Still you must choose. There's no one left to blame or to cry to. You try to park it all away, drown it in booze. It's just an aching kind of saying. You've got the blues all over you. You've got the blues all over I just wanna free my mind. 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 I just wanna free my mind.
Queens, New York, Jamaica, Queens, New York.
And what brought you to Richmond?
My mom. I was a troubled kid when I was younger, and she brought me to Richmond.
Did it work?
Yes, very much so. I started off playing music in church. I heard somebody playing drums one day in church, going to church with my mom, and I pulled out the pots and pans, and the rest is history. I always try to be open-minded, when it comes to music, because I don't want to limit myself and put myself in a box, and I just feel like there's more opportunities rather than just saying I play jazz or hip hop or R&B. So I can't give a definite answer on that one.
What do you like about playing with Calvin?
He challenges me. I didn't know much, and I still don't know a lot about jazz, but teaming up with him definitely brought out some potential that I didn't even know was there. Yeah. There is a lot of talent in Richmond that goes unnoticed. A lot of musicians don't get the call that they should. And I appreciate the Richmond music scene because, I learn from each of these musicians, So when I play a show or a gig, I don't just represent myself, but I represent them as well. One of my biggest influences, and he recently passed, Chick Corea. Man, amazing. And so sad he's not with us anymore, but he's one of the bigger influences that definitely inspired me to be who I am today. I would like to one day have a venue of my own. Yeah. A music venue, of course.
What would it be like?
Whew. The Boom Boom Room. No, I can't say that on the camera. Very open, but comfortable, to arms open to musicians and people that appreciate music, and great food. Gotta have great food.
Your hair down, woolly nappy clown. I'm happy as a child. The weight of your body, all of you on top of me. We float outside the room, but I'll be inside soon. It looks just like a halo light crowns your silhouette. You are a black angel landed on my bed. What's heaven like? What did you leave? What are you doing down here with me? Black gaze up intently, your black tufts against the ceiling. You are an eclipse, I'm all in my feelings. Feel my fingertips skate across your skin. It's dark, but can't you feel me? Can we start stole a piece of heaven and brought it down to me, baby. Oh, you black angel. You're my black angel, black angel. I don't want nobody but you.